Hey everybody, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I have a couple now. I said I use WordPress. If you want to ask me about what you use for your website, what your CMS is, if I don't know it, I'll find it out for you, any questions you might have, but it's on WordPress. Now I do use Grammarly, the paid one for editing. Be tricky with Grammarly, it might correct things, don't be so quick. Read it, make sure it makes sense. Proofread, proofread, proofread. Okay, so now I'd like you to go into, there's a quick blog I made. It's an SEO checklist. We go through all the steps. If you look, the bullet points are really important. Forgive me, it's a little long. So over here, you'll see, keep that. You can't go wrong when you're optimizing content. Like you can forget like 3 of these and you'll still come top on Google if you did it good. Maybe it'll only be for a week or two, or if it's a major hard keyword, but either way, it's foolproof. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my last blog. So I've been doing a series on SEO, and Chat GPT generates content for you. It's pretty cool. If you go into your BNTouch Mortgage CRM and you just ask it, like, Maia, can I have content about sharks? It'll give you a blog about sharks that are buying houses or whatever weird stuff you can come up with. So it's going to give you a bunch of content. The content is actually not optimized. This is optimized content. So the back end of WordPress, and here's the front of what it's going to look like. My blogs are real simple, real to the point, but they're optimized correctly. Always make sure you have a call to action at the end. I have to stress that or else it's kind of useless, right? Now here is the back end, and we're going to go over this. You're going to have your title tag. Like I said, WordPress already pretty much does it for you. But even before your title tag, I'm going to give you a hack. Definitely install the Yoast plugin. It's free. You don't have to get the $99 a month one. I mean, if you want to and you can afford it, great. I mean, it's always better to have better SEO tools. Always use SEO tools. But I am definitely going to encourage you. The link is actually in the blog. I really want you to make sure your CMS or WordPress, if you're using WordPress, Yoast, install the plugin. It will literally tell you everything you're doing wrong, everything you're doing right. And some things you're not going to be able to get right. But as long as your SEO is good, it will tell you that you're okay. It grades you basically. So see right here, Yoast is telling me my readability is very important. And then also it's going to tell you if your SEO is good. So readability is basically like the sentences are not too long, the words are not too difficult. We're going to go straight down to right here. So we will start with the meta descriptions. Now, see how that a meta description is what comes up on Google underneath the title. So your meta description, this is all in the SEO checklist. But see how I have my main keyword in the meta description. That's not super important, but I think it is. It's not a rule, but it's a kind of a rule. So I would definitely keep your main keyword, but it'll also tell you if it's green, that's a good meta description. If it's not, it will turn orange. Then we're gonna go right up here. This is your slug. This is your URL. I'm going over the actual SEO part first because I feel like that is what you really need. You have the content already. Then we're just gonna put images in it and title tags. So right here is your URL, right? Your slug. So see how my URL is optimized. So you would wanna change that. You do not wanna use, they'll call it stop words. You do not wanna use and, the, but. Any unnecessary words, just get rid of them. Make it as short as you can. This one's even probably a little long, but my topic is long, but that one's fine. Try to keep it under 17 characters. So anything behind the blog, you just put a dash in between it. WordPress though, WordPress actually does it for you. So you're good with that. WordPress will tell you, like I said, green means good, orange means red means no. So all your SEO stuff is going to be at the end over here. We have that. We have a readability. Now a readability score, and this is my Achilles heel, is transition word, not using enough, and, but, the, or. You can click on Yoast will tell you, I need to up my transition word writing. I'm the copywriter. Okay, so this stuff's not easy, the writing, and this was not written by Maia chatbot. This is an older blog, so let's hope my next series just rocks it out the park. The flash reading ease, that's basically like shorter sentences. The passive voice, you want to write in a passive voice, like informative, and then consecutive sentences, obviously. See, these are all key points. If there's enough green points, you're good. And then your main keyword, you always want to have a focused keyword. You want to use that keyword at least 5 times, maybe 6 in the blog. Okay, so getting back. So they're going to be under posts. I do my blogs under posts. Your pages are your actual web pages. When you do a blog, they're going to always be posts, and you can set it up to automatically check off blog and so forth. So you definitely want to make sure you hit all those points. So now we're going to start here. Your title tag. That's your H1 tag. You only need one H1 tag. Don't put any more in the article. It will count against your SEO. Their SEO is very finicky. When Google reads these, the spiders read these and scrub them, you want to stand out, but you have to do it right. Don't be a rebel. Follow the rules, you'll get it right. So you'll have your title. I just use stock images. You always have to use like Getty images, stock images, your own images. You have to own the images. If you don't own the images, you can get fined like $8,000 per image. So please don't use any Google images. Always use, unless it's something that you can prove you paid for in the long run. I use stock images or videos. I mean, videos are even better. We blog a lot, so this one that I picked in particular is just images. Now, you will notice that these are considered decorative images to just kind of break up the monotony of the article. I kind of just use my eye where I think they should be, and then just be fitting of what's the title ahead of it. I don't put any text or anything. I leave it blank, no alt text. You can put alt text. I prefer none, because when somebody's blind or something and they're reading the article, they don't want to be stopped by an image. The only image I personally use alt tags for, which an alt tag is telling people who are reading the article what it's about, is your top image, your featured image. The alt images, they're just descriptive. So what you would want to do when you pick your featured image, it's going to be, you might not be able to see it that good. On the right hand side, you're always going to have a featured image. So this one's just an SEO image. You click on it, you'll see it has alt text. It just says SEO letters in large. Something really simple. You can get more descriptive. Now, there's code for alt text in certain websites. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Most of us use WordPress or Wix or something. They simplify it for you. Basically, you just enter a description of the text, but definitely in the header image, that will count against you. The decorative images, you do not need a alt tag. Probably go on and debate that, but for the most part, you don't need them to be decorative. This is your image gallery. You're going to upload the images to the gallery, and then you'll just stick them in the post. Really easy. Like I said, SEO sounds a lot harder than it is, and I love it because it's so fun when you get like the top 3 ranking blogs on Google, especially when you're in a subject, a niche market like ours. Now, you always want to have a call to action. I use a button. There's, like I said, and this is all in that SEO blog checklist. You can download contact forms, buttons, request a demo, always make it clickable. And then basically you will see how the blog is broken up into, this is what ours is set up like. So basically that's your H1 tag. This is what it looks like the front end. That's your H1 tag, H2 tag, H2 tag, H2 and H3 tags throughout. That's an H2 tag, H3 tag. So remember, only one H1 tag. You can use as many H2 and H3 tags as you want, but you can kind of see that one topic then the subheading. So like I said, you're going to have this content, but what are you going to do with it? That's what you're going to do with it. You're going to make sure you hit all these key points. So you're going to make sure that you have the header tag. It's automatically going to default to an H1 tag. You're going to make sure that your readability is good, your SEO is good, your keyword is green. Everything is green. Don't accept orange. I mean, maybe in some cases, if something's orange, like I said, we're not exactly all Shakespeare. You know, even Maia maybe isn't going to be totally correct with certain grammatical things that really aren't anything that we were even taught in school. So just put in Yoast. You really can't go wrong. Now, your meta description, like you'll see it just an overview of the blog with the keyword in it. We went over your slug, your readability, your focus key phrase. That's really it. That's your back end. Now I'm going to go over to our checklist. This blog is going to give you everything. What's Chat GPT? Why does it generate content? What does it do? It'll go over how you can blog SEO like a boss. You'll get the traffic. If you do it like this, it'll work every time. Just practice, practice, practice. I put links in here where you can run simulations on titles. Make sure titles are about 55 to 60 characters long. There may be some stuff I missed, but everything you need to know. Uber Suggest, Keyword Planner. I love Uber Suggest by Neil Patel. He has a free and paid version that can help you a lot. And a lot of you are using local SEO, so use local keywords, including your primary keyword as many times as you can. Optimize your meta description with the keyword. Like I said, Yoast, Yoast, Yoast. Yoast will tell you what you're doing wrong, and you can like set it and forget it. Optimizing our slug, that means no stop words, not too long, the keywords in there. I just wanted to show you live in the back end of WordPress and the front end, and I wanted you to just keep this blog blog. So it just goes all images, it goes over everything. But this checklist is literally everything you need to check off before you hit publish, and you are golden. Like I said, it's fun. It's so cool when you get your first number one. You know, like when you get your first call or first customer and you're number one on Google, that's a great feeling. Well, thank you so much for joining. Whatever CMS you use is the same protocol. Basically, WordPress is just my preferred. Almost everybody uses it. It really breaks it down for you, but this will actually guide you through everything we learn. If you stick to this and you do all these bullet points and it breaks it down, they're all broken down in the article as well. Save this, print it out, share it. If you have a side company, a side hustle, you can use this for your side hustle. Always share this on social media when you're done. Share the URL with a little blurb and a picture. Get creative with sharing it, because the more shares, obviously the more traffic you're going to get and free leads. Like I said, local SEO, a lot of you are going to be doing that, so make sure you use local keywords. BNTouch wants you to be successful. We integrated this technology for you, because even if you're the best writer in the world, who has time to write? This is like set it, forget it. You can't go wrong. If you're not with BNTouch yet, definitely schedule a demo with Eric or Henry. They'll walk you through this. Does anybody have any questions? A plugin. A plugin is, they're basically, think of them as like apps. It'll have, like, here's the contact forms. WordPress will have, you can basically search for any plugin. It'll come with defaulted plugins. Contact Form 7 is like a really popular one. You can pop in a contact us form. Grammarly has a plugin. I really suggest always using Grammarly over spell check or anything. I even go for the paid version. I'm super cheap, but don't always go by Grammarly either. Always read, proofread. But you have Maia writing it for you, so with the new technology, your proofreading might go faster. So they're basically plugins. If you just go into your CMS or in your WordPress site and you go to plugins, all the plugins will be there. I wish I could help you guys with WordPress. Let me see what the best I can do for you. So make a post, add new. Now your web pages, obviously you're a developer or you, whomever, you're gonna set up those pages the same way. Every page is gonna be set up that way. Title tag, paragraph, set them up, title. Remember, only one. This is the default H1 tag. So that's already an H1, so no more H1s. That will count against you. So heading 2, then your text. Now, one thing that's super important are internal linking, and if you can get backlinks, that's awesome. Like if somebody backlinks to your site. If I, I'm writing an article and I want somebody to click on my article, but I can't. I'm going to go to BNTouch.com. I always do it like old school because I want to pull the right URL. I usually have a list of URLs that you want to backlink to before. I probably should have done that. Like I said, you're going to get into some. I'll just type it in. But when you want to backlink, so you just go like this, an internal link. I personally don't like to backlink other sites to take away from my site. I did in the SEO article because you guys need those tools. But here you just hit the link button, paste it. You have to have these. And like I said, this is all in that SEO checklist. So if it's underlined, it's linked. So then when somebody clicks on it, usually you would want it to go to like a demo, your homepage, another article. If you want to do it like really serious blogging, you'd want to do 4 a month. You'd want to have a pillar post that's like 1,500 words. The other 3, 500 words. They all connect together. 1 long one, 3 short ones, they all connect together. That's also in there. I just want to touch on some really key points. Like I said, don't be afraid of WordPress. Just play around with it. I mean, play around with posts. Don't play around with pages. Posts, you really can just delete them. Pages, you can, but you don't want to mess up your website. So just be careful with that. If you're not sure about something, don't do it. Ask somebody that's a developer or has WordPress knowledge. Like I said, the team at BNTouch is always here to help. We want you to get the leads. We want you to succeed and use this tool. Okay, Miss Billings, that is actually a good question. No, it's not going to detect that we're using it so far. It's new technology, but actually bots have been writing content. As far as I know, Google is not going to penalize you as to how the content's written. It shouldn't be plagiarism, because I would suspect that OpenAI that created Chat GPT would never mix the content. But let's hold on to that and hope that does not be the case in 5 years. But it's not plagiarizing if the content is mixed up and not exactly alike. But it's going to be the new thing in blogging, and let's just hope for the best. What is the name of the free add-on again? It's Yoast. and everything you need. The Yoast plugin, you can't not have Yoast. It's free. I wish I would spring for the $99 one. It's probably really awesome, but you don't need it. So don't spend that money, but I definitely would. And here it is again. Not only is it broken down for you in a checklist, it's all explained. I'm going to conclude this. Thank you guys so much, and you have a great rest of your day.